What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I have a very special video today, and I have a very special video tomorrow. The special video of today is my top 5 iOS 7 tweaks that have come out so far. Now, they aren't the most amazing tweaks compared to some of last year's, considering the fact that developers are still working on their handiwork, as you might say. But these are some of the first releases, and I'm excited to show you, so stay tuned and let's get to our first one. So the first one is actually not made by Cydia developers or any developer in general. It is made by Apple itself, and it's built directly into iOS 7. We just never noticed it because Apple has a tendency to hide things from the general public, you know. So once you install this thing called Secret Settings or Springboard Settings from iOS 7's Cydia, you should be able to go into your control center and click on Springboard Settings, and from here on out, you could do so many things. Like, Apple goes deep with their stuff, trust me. Here, I'll give you a decent example. So we are going to scroll all the way down. Sorry for the lag, I am using a terrible screen recorder, and considering the fact that it's on an iPhone 4, that doesn't help a lot. So next I'm going to go into Animation Overrides, enable the slow factor, and raise this bar all the way to the top, and you are going to be amazed at how slow things are. So double click, and voila. I don't think you want to keep that, so what we're going to do is we're going to speed it up just about as fast as it goes. Too fast makes it lag really weird, so I'm not going to do that. But on a 5S, as fast as it goes would probably work nice. So I'm going to raise it down to about here and see how animations work now. Double click. And I'll do that again. Voila. So yeah, on an iPhone 4, it may not be the best, but on something like a 5 or 5S or 5C, this will probably be pretty amazing to you. So that is Springboard Settings. Let's move on to our next Cydia tweak. Number 2 on the list is called Zeppelin, and what it allows you to do, let me turn off airplane mode, sorry about that. It allows you to change your carrier logos to certain things, such as the Batman logo or other things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change it to, let's say, alright, there's Zeppelin. And as you can see, you have the Abstergo logo, you have Android, you have Apple, you have Assassin's Creed, you have Beats by Dre, you have the Dark Knight, and Nike. So let's go ahead and enable that. Click on this, and voila, all my carrier logos just turned into the Autobots. Personally, I'm not a big Transformers fan, so I'm going to change it to the Batman logo, because why not be Batman, right? So that looks awesome. If you're into Beats, go ahead and change it to that. And my favorite is probably Pac-Man. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. So I'm going to keep Pac-Man for now. Alright, next up on our list is called Dock Shift, and basically this allows you to mess with the background effect on your dock. And this recently came out, so you guys probably haven't heard of this one yet, like the other ones. So, basically, it comes with a bunch of effects like you find in Instagram that you could do with your background of your dock, and I'll show you one thing. So this is what it looks like, transparent. So, as you can see, no blurred background, nothing. Let's go back. And we're going to make it milk glass opaque. Let's see what that means. Oh, that looks nice, but not nice enough. I'm going to show you my favorite last. Alright, let's go on dark milk glass now. And this time I'm going to pick a bit less opaque. There you go. So if you're into the black is the new black or something like that, then go ahead and click on that. And finally, Apple's normal blur effect. So this is technically default. And my favorite is the less blurry option. Whoops. How did I just manage that? Oh well. Alright, so blurred clearer. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's sort of a clearish blur, and I find it really cool since it makes the wallpaper sort of stand out, and yet makes your icon sort of stand out at the same time. So I really love that, and if you want to go ahead and get that tweak, it is called Dock Shift. Let's move on to tweak number 4. Alright, so 4th on my list is called StatusHUD, and basically it's called StatusHUD, but technically what it does is takes your little square you have for your volume thing and changes it and shoves it into your status bar, if that's one way of putting it. So I'm going to show you exactly what that does. Watch the top of the screen as the clock disappears and my Pac-Man chills. There you go. So if I raise the volume, as you can see, voila. And if I put down the volume, voila. So some people really love that. They don't want, like in the middle of gaming, they don't want some random box appearing and messing with their gameplay or something like that. Plus it kind of looks cool. So yeah, if you enjoy that, you could go ahead and enable it. And then the only settings that comes with this is the fact that you can change it to a circle. So let's see how that looks like. Voila. Personally, this looks better in front of wallpaper, and it looks better on, here, I'll show you. There you go. See, that looks pretty awesome. So if you're into that, go ahead. It's called StatusHUD or StatusHUD, depending on how you say it. And before you go, I have one last Cydia tweak that is probably the most useful out of all these tweaks I showed you. Since most of them are just for showing off, this one's actually useful. So if you know what respringing is, you basically have to do it. And sometimes Cydia doesn't give you the option, and yet it's necessary, which is kind of annoying. And respringing basically is restarting Springboard or restarting iOS itself. I don't know. There's lots of ways of putting it. So here's a simple way of doing it. You install Swipe to Respring from Cydia, and then you swipe to the left inside of your multitasking tray, whatever you want to call it. Then you simply take your home screen one, and you swipe all the way up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to ask you, do you want to restart Springboard? And you're either going to pick restart or cancel in case you did it accidentally. So for now, I don't need to restart since it'll stop my recording. And I'll just click cancel. So yeah guys, those are my top 5 Cydia tweaks for iOS 7 so far. They may not be the most amazing, or they're the most amazing, depending on whether you're a new jailbreaker or an old jailbreaker. But yeah, that's going to be it pretty much. I hope you enjoyed my video. If so, click that like button as hard as you can, as many times as you can. And if you enjoyed me that much, then of course click that subscribe button, and that will make me jump up and down and I don't even know, fly away to China or something. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is going to be me logging off.